What rule?
Guy riding his bike on the track, right? White woman caught the cops. Cops show up like, you can't break a rule that doesn't exist. Because apparently he can't ride his bike on a track.
Can you massage my arm for me?
No, I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Why not?
But yeah,
You call me a turd.
Didn't call you a turd.
well, I guess it's kind of y'all opportunity if y'all want to like ask us anything while we're on this live. So we don't know how long we're gonna be on. So we get the opportunity, just shooting it up, just talk about anything. As you heard the wife, yeah, today is my birthday.
It's our wedding anniversary tomorrow.
Yep, wedding anniversary tomorrow, and I'm at the age of the mid 40s. So let's just say the beginning of the mid 40s.
I'm going to say you're not mid 40s yet.
Yeah, I'm 44. That's mid. Yeah, it is.
45 is mid.
44, 45, 46. That's mid.
That is actually right.
45, 46.
No, it's
47.
44, 45, 46 is mid 50s. Mid
40s.
Late 40s are 47,
48 and 49.
Your early 40s.
I'm going with 45 still being mid 40s.
Okay, I've got to scratch my ear. Hold on.
Well, my hand is cold.
Okay, but you could get the lotion out the bathroom and rub it.
You could have did that while you just got out the shower.
You know, you're so mean to me. I was really nice to
What's
you.
your ashy ankles?
Sure, I ain't got ashy ankles. You and your ashy knees.
Exactly. I know I got ashy bad knees. I'm not afraid to admit that.
Oh god, this is crazy. Yeah, I guess we're watching like a marathon of either like neighborhood wars, roars, and stuff like that. Just yeah, we are at a hotel. Well, probably the majority of y'all probably ain't gonna know what hotel it is. It is in I don't know if you want to call this downtown Milwaukee, but I guess in a way you can.
North side.
North side. Well, very close to in between north, south, east, and west, if you want to call it that.
Midsection.
Close to the midsection. Let's just put it that way.
Right in the bread basket. That's what we are. We're in the bread basketball.
We're in Jeffrey Dahmer's stomping grounds. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Hey, Wesley. Hi, Lexi. What's up, Tanner? So
yeah, let them make them lose fans by telling them that we're in Jeffrey Dahmer's domain.
We are in Jeffrey Dahmer's domain in the area.
The kid just left it that he's in the bread basket of Milwaukee. But no, you wanted to bring one of the most dangerous serial killers of all time.
Would you rather watch a tree grow or a Negro?
Bad joke.
Yeah, that is a bad joke. I just caught on to that. Juju, hello. I was going to say Negro so I can kick you in the nuts. Just
Sorry, got any?
Who knows? Okay, Justin, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Mainly what we just doing, we just kicking back, shooting the stuff. Birthdays today, so just might as well just have some stuff. Just talk about like anything for like the next maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes or wherever how long we decide to go on. So
I could interview while you're doing your live.
You can do that, but we still gonna end up have to record it. Like not here, but
we can record it at home.
Unless this just gives you like some more questions or something like that.
What is your name?
Kuta Kutkinte.
What is your age?
I just turned 44.
Who are you married to?
You.
Okay. About now you're questioning your life choices.
Like, what did I do? MB. I don't know what you mean by MBA, Justin. Nick at night 856. Why you want me to say Sigma?
Don't even repeat it when they ask for that. Just don't even repeat when somebody says say such and such. Don't even do it. They're trying to get you to fall into a trap where you can actually either get your account banned or they're recorded for certain voice words so that they can use them.
I got
So
you.
when somebody says say such and such, don't even do it.
Gotcha. Yeah, just got to be some children are immature. It all depends on the children and how they raise and stuff like that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I need some mods, but you know, my wife is a mod, and some of the mods that I have, they like I can't give them like direct time of where I'm gonna be on here and stuff like that, so can't do that. So yeah, pretty much need some mods. So you just gonna wait, or you just gonna ask like anything? Because there'll probably be something you probably want to know anyway.
Okay, so let's start out. Tell me why we decided to start WFSO and what was the reason for it.
Okay, why we started WFSO? It was like one of those things. Like, I think we were probably watching TV. I think we was watching TV or watching like online one day. One of the shows that happened here, Pro Wrestling Report. It was just like, you know what? One day I would like to like do something like that. Then the missus here came up with the idea. Well, let's do something about it. So it just went from there, and have WFSO, not WSFO, Wrestling Scares Fear Overall. No, it's Wrestling Fans Speak Out. If you want to say or switch to Wrestling for Show. Oh. Okay, yeah, we're just being silly. Okay, keep going.
Out of the wrestling shows that you've been to, what has been your favorite?
Oh my God. Somebody will say something like that, like, "Oh, any show that I've been at."
You about to go WrestleMania because all the legends were sitting behind you.
No, actually, no.
SummerSlam?
It was like the beginning of learning what's going on in the area and having go to shows and stuff and like events and stuff, and now WrestleMania and stuff is in other shows starting to be like more bigger. It's like just get more interesting. But I would have to say when I went to Detroit for SummerSlam, that had to be my favorite one. I got to meet some people.
Make a couple of friends.
Yeah, make a couple of friends. Meet some people and just have fun with it. But yeah, yeah, it had to have been WWE SummerSlam. That was a few years ago, 2023 or 2022.
That was last year you went to SummerSlam.
You mean 2023?
Yeah.
I said we're in 2025, and well, yeah, y'all get the picture.
So, who are your top 3 favorite wrestlers?
Ooh, overall?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Or if that's too hard, who is your top favorite 3 on the current roster?
3 in the current roster. Yeah, that's a hard one too.
Well, think about it.
Well, I can say like all time. I can do that.
Okay.
I can say John Cena, Ahmed Johnson, and God, that's gotta be a hard one for the third one. Hell no. Although I like what Triple H is doing with WWE right now.
As management, he's good.
Yeah, management is good.
Like
as a wrestler, no.
Surprised you even picked Ahmed Johnson. He was so injury prone.
I don't care. For him being on WWE, it kind of shows anybody can because I know they had black wrestlers in the past, but at the time with Vince McMahon hasn't like he showcases them, but not actually, pushed them. So that was reason, and I guess the third one I can say, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, that's the wife that's talking. If you hear that British accent, so yeah, somebody said you got a nice accent.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Which match, and it doesn't have to be a favorite match. It could be a match that was so bad it stood out to you. But which match over the years has really stood out? That you keep, sometimes your mind will just pop back and think like, God damn.
Let's see. Oh man, I have to say, because there are a lot of matches out there, but I had to say WrestleMania 22 with Triple H versus John Cena. Because we know like Triple H was known for burying people, and he didn't do it that night. Just put it that way.
Fair enough.
As y'all probably can tell, like, as a wrestler and stuff, I don't like Triple H.
We don't. Who is your favorite wrestler that you've met? Who really left an impression? I have to say that for me and for Mike, with wrestlers that you met, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, because you just look like the three of you look like you would just about to hit a bar together.
Probably go take a drink or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we laughed at that photo. Oh my god.
Oh god. Yeah, this is a tough one. I can't say John Cena because that one time I met him, I was holding your brother's hat, and I didn't get to really chat for a bit. Just like I'm a big fan, but can you do me a favor, like hold his hat? So I can't add that. Let's see, a wrestler that made an impression that it would have to be China. It was like months before she died that I met her, took a photo with her. She was at an event in Waukesha, Wisconsin, and she was like a big inspiration to women everywhere.
She seemed like such a sweetheart when you met her.
Right. Before listening to the wrong people and stuff like that. But I guess that happens.
Okay, ultimate matchup. Who would be? And it doesn't have to be. They don't have to have wrestled at the same time. Which two wrestlers would you love to see go against each other?
This one will be in the women's part. There's a few.
You can't have you versus Mickie James in a naked match.
No, because I would have to beat up Nick Aldis for that, and then she won't want to fight you.
I'm fine,
Let's see. But it would have to be, and I know some people think the least of her, but I think ever since she came back, she did good. And I said her and Naomi was the match of the night for night one, which would be Jade Cargill versus China. So that probably would be a dream match I would like to see, but I know it ain't going to happen, but it will just be a dream to see.
Okay, going over onto basketball.
Okay.
When did you start becoming a fan of the Bucks?
Everybody was just in the love of basketball in my family, especially my brother. My younger brother, he did teach me to play the game a little bit. So,
right.
Yeah, and I kind of learned the rest myself. And then, just end up, one day turn on to like a Bucks game, like, okay. Because, at the time, it was easy to watch it on local TV. So
they used to show a lot of matches on 24.
Right, it was. Then, and just like fell for it ever since. Then, people was talking about, the draft pick that they got at that time was Glenn Robinson. And, okay, and saw
legend.
Yeah, he is a legend. But I was watching basketball before that, with the Chicago Bulls, they was winning, their championships, but I wasn't like fully into it at the time. But the Bucks were probably, was my breakthrough just to have me, start loving basketball. So yeah.
Who is your favorite Bucks player of all times?
Had to be honest.
Mark.
So I would pick Glenn Robinson, but hey, Giannis won us a championship. Well, it's not just only him, but the whole team. But I think he was the one that kind of got the spark for everybody to be interested in the Bucks basketball again.
All right, worst trade Bucks have done.
The Ray Allen trade. Because I know there are some people that are gonna be like, Chris Middleton and Kyle Kuzma trade is the worst. No, that Ray Allen trade for Gary Payton that didn't want to be here, and it was just like that freaking Ernie Gunfield just tore that team apart. It all started, when they added Anthony Mason for some odd reason and said just let go of Scott Williams. So I didn't get that part. But yeah, the downfall of that, and plus, George Karl just like losing his mind. But yeah, the Ray Allen and I think it's Kevin Ollie and somebody else for Gary Payton, Desmond Mason, and I think it was somebody else too. And I think they fully didn't really get signed with the team. I think they just got let go. But don't get me wrong, Gary Payton is a terrific player, but his attitude when he came here and stuff like that.
His wife.
Yeah, it was just not worth it. But we ended up having his son play for us for like a season or two, and too bad we couldn't keep him. But what more can you do?
All right, worst coach that the Bucks have had.
Worst coach. Oh God. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, I guess it makes sense for them having the worst record in franchise history. It had to have been Larry Drew.
What trade didn't happen that you wish happened?
Well, we know Andrew Bogut did get traded for Monte Ellis, but the Warriors did offer Stephen Curry, but our medical team at the time didn't trust Steph Curry's ankles, so that trade didn't happen. So we ended up getting, Andrew Bogut for trading Andrew Bogut for Monte Ellis instead. So the trade would have been we would have had Stephen Curry, and it would have been, very interesting.
Let's see.
Wow.
Oh, my mind's gone blank. I had a whole bunch of questions.
Probably gonna say the good ones for tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, I'll save a bunch of good ones for tomorrow.
Gotcha. Bum, 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 bum. Thank you, Manuk. What the?
Heard your bestie must get you pizza.
It was funny. They were saying your bestie should go nude. Run around outside. Yeah, I know. If you guys got something to ask me on here, go ahead. Like I said, we'll stay around for like the next 10 minutes. So make it enough to be like in half an hour show. So just shooting the breeze and all that stuff. I'm surprised old man over there didn't ask anything. That's why he's old man, because he have nothing to say. But yep. Oh, that was a good moment. But anyways, yeah, welcome into my mid-40s, and let's see if the next 3 years will be like very interesting.
You going on about you're in your mid-40s. I'm sitting here staring 51 years old right in the damn face. I'm old. I got the gray hair to prove it. I got the saggy titties and the wrinkles. I'm
Nope.
old.
Your words, not mine.
I am old. I am nearly 51 years old. Going on about you in your mid 40s. You in your prime, my man. I'm surprised I don't break a hip every time I get out of bed or fart the wrong way. Like, goddamn.
That's funny. Anyways, I know there was videos that we were supposed to do, with Bucks talk about last night's game, but I'm going to say that for Thursday, and Thursday will be tomorrow, so it'll be our anniversary. So probably sometime like in the evening we will talk about the game. But probably right now I'm probably going to look at like other people's videos, reactions of yesterday's game. And of course, we're gonna be watching Barrett because, of course, you're gonna talk bad about Kyle Kuzma, but actually Kyle Kuzma did like very good the last game, but just didn't get enough playing time. So it's like what more can you do? Hey, what's up, No? How you doing? About to say, I think it's been a few days since you've been on here or something like that.
No, how you doing, buddy?
But yeah, I'm sorry.
Wifey needs bed.
Of course you do.
Wifey old. Oh.
So yeah, all we doing, just shooting it up, celebrate my 44th, and the missus here was, asking questions and stuff like that. Just get prepared for tomorrow's show that's
All
going
right
to be
then, as tomorrow's our wedding anniversary, I've got some questions for you.
Uh-oh.
What made you decide to propose to me during a WWE pay-per-view over tacos?
What better way?
Well, yeah, tacos. Taco Sunday.
He knew you were vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
You know damn well you get weekend needs for tacos. You realize just like Randy Orton, it was the perfect time to strike.
But I would say it's a good and a hard question to answer.
AJ strikes out of nowhere. No one saw it coming.
But I really wanted to wait until we would have got settled, but
You would never have gotten settled.
no,
Like I said, you chose it when you were vulnerable. It was so vulnerable.
no, she think I wasn't going to, but like I think at the time, when everything was going good, like in 2019, I think I would have proposed then.
It was so vulnerable.
See.
You know what?
You-
My ass is balanced on your leg, and I've had onions today.
Well, like that's the
Yeah, go ahead, farm your balanced breakfast.
Now, what AJ just did was he gave you the nice response, but we all know the truth.
What's the truth?
As I just said, you had tacos, you were vulnerable, he chose the strike.
Oh my God.
And then you can hear Michael Cole in the background. The proposal from AJ Jones out of nowhere.
But yeah, proposing during it was a September pay-per-view. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, ended up turning to a pay-per-view party and an engagement party. So all that rolled up to one.
And what was hilarious is that the guys who were there were planning our wedding.
Yeah,
See, kill two birds with one stone.
they was all gonna be like, oh yeah, we gonna be like in wrestling gear and blah 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 blah.
And they were.
No, they weren't.
No, they wasn't. They wasn't actually there. It was like a year later we got married. Oh, 2 years later.
All right.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, 2 years later. All right, then I got another question for you. What's some of your best memories? One of your best memories of us two?
Shitting in the background of your wedding photo.
Was freaking hilarious.
It was funny. Like,
Beautiful wedding photo. There's Libby.
yeah,
Taking a
taking a jump. It looked like she did it all proud and stuff. I was
Yeah,
like,
she was.
yeah, I had to hurry up and clean it up. But then again, like your friend had like their dog there too,
Yeah.
so
Why didn't
that was kind of very
throw it
interesting.
apart?
No, it was a
Our
backyard.
backyard of the house we lived in.
Yeah, the house that we used to live in, it was in the backyard. And I guess she, according to Hazel, we did the wedding that I wanted.
Yeah, we did.
Because I guess, earlier on she had the wedding that she wanted.
My first marriage was the wedding well, kind of the wedding I wanted. Everybody threatened me that if I got married in black, nobody would show up, and I wanted a black wedding dress. I've always wanted a black wedding dress.
Black wedding blues. Oh yeah, you did have black when you married your first husband, right?
No, I had a white wedding dress. I looked like a fucking meringue. White
Yeah,
with pink flowers on the sleeves and on the hips.
yeah. In our wedding, she looked like a pimp, and she ain't gonna never let that go. Like, yeah, you was dressed like a pimp.
I've seen the wedding photos. I didn't see anything pimp about it.
You see the hat, the jacket.
I didn't wear a hat. It was a veil.
Well, it looked like a hat. It was a cool hat.
Oh, fuck you. I swear to God, I'm going to find a photo before anybody else thinks I look like a pimp.
Like I said, I seen the wedding photos. I didn't see pimp in it whatsoever.
You wouldn't know, but anyways,
I saw the photo.
pimping ain't easy. See, even Nono said it, pimping ain't easy. Okay, she gonna bring up the dress, so just give her a moment to bring it up.
I saw no pimp.
I did. I don't care what anybody says. I
It's
did.
because it was cold and I had a fur wrap on, and he said the fur wrap looked like a pimp.
Like, go to the corner and make my money. Okay, you didn't have a jacket. Did you?
Yes,
Have
I haven't got it on in that picture. I'll have you know.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see it at first. I had to look like close.
I don't know why it's not. Yeah, it won't let me zoom in.
Zoom in, zoom out. So y'all can see. Let me earn a little bit. That was what she had on, and see, although she had a veil on, but look what was hanging like behind her, like looked like a jacket. I'm
It's
sorry,
a
but
wrap because it was cold. And you know what? It actually hurts my feelings you keep on saying that.
I'm not
be
saying
honest.
I'm not saying that as a bad thing.
No, but the way you say it did hurt my feelings.
I wasn't saying it like that.
See, I never saw pimp in the wedding photos. Never.
For y'all to see it again. But I'm saying it as a good way, so please don't take it personal.
How you take it? How am I not supposed to take it personal?
What are you saying? You've been pimping me? I spill all the secrets? I'm kidding. But anyways, go on.
You never answered the question. So
I did.
when I asked you what are the best memories of us together,
Oh,
you never
oh
answered.
yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I didn't answer that. So God, one of the things I can remember, like after the wedding, that went to the hotel. Think we was gonna get somewhere, but we end up falling asleep.
Too fucking tired.
We were just like, ugh. That was one memory, but I'd have to say my favorite one is like she went to Chicago with me when I went to the Wizard World. Though no hang out and stuff like that afterwards. So yeah, I was only down there for maybe 2-3 hours, and thank God they had a shuttle that was taking me there and back. And that's around the time we didn't have no Uber or anything.
Well, Uber was in the very, very early stages where people were like, I don't even know if I want to do that. That sounds dangerous.
But yeah, that is true. The dress doesn't matter. It's the love. Yep, you're right. his best memories are the ones in the past, the ones you created today, and the ones you created in the future. Because every day with you is his best day. Thank you, including today.
You lucky your fans bailed you out on that one.
Man, shut up.
Because you were in the doghouse.
No, I wasn't. But although she gave me that look,
You were in the doghouse. Even I know that.
you'll be in one in a minute. You be sleeping outside. Anyways, keep on.
What was your first impressions on meeting my family?
Your family had to been the nicest bunch of people I ever met.
Good comeback.
It's true. Like, was some
I'm not saying they're not. I just couldn't understand them when I first met her.
every day is better than the last. Am I right? Yeah, you're right. But yeah, her folks are like the nicest folks that you could like ever meet. It's like one of those times, get to go to them every now and then, if I have like issues and stuff like that. So it's very rare, but it's good, talk to them every now and then, especially, when they were here and stuff like that, especially with Robert's graduation. It's pretty fun. And I think it was like both your mom, dad, your aunt and uncle was here, right?
Yeah.
That year? Okay.
That was when Robert turned 9.
Oh, okay, yeah. We ended up like going to that 24-hour Walmart.
Yeah.
Although it was during the day, so it was still fun. And they trust me to drive their rental.
Why not? You have a license.
Not at the time. I knew how to drive, but I didn't have a license. But I do now. But yeah, just overall, it was like a good experience. They made me feel like I was one of them, part of the family and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. And just a shame, I didn't meet, some of her cousins and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I did. I had that family video and stuff like that. Met some of them there. But I mean, it'd be like it's like didn't get to meet some of them in person.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, her dad's better than my dad, of course.
My stepdad's not my best father.
Well, he's your birth father to me, because he's the one who carried you. Ghost wide the rip with the in-laws in it will be legendary. No, I don't think I can like do that. Although it was a nice car that they rented, but I wouldn't, do that, especially how much, paying for like a rental and stuff like that now, how it was back then. I just wouldn't do it either way because I wouldn't want nobody to treat my car like that. So I just couldn't do that anymore.
Not that I can think of. Oh, alrighty. What was your first impression of Robert when you first met him?
It was just like he just ended up seeing, nice. So, carefree kid and not caring the world and just like, where she's reading these? No, she's just coming up with these questions herself. Like, she's not reading them from anything. She's just like coming up with them herself.
He's only saying that Robert because he gave him this Reese cat.
But that was a good moment though. I have to admit that.
Robert for that. You went for 20 some odd years blaming this boy for some stuff and didn't tell the backstory behind it. Trying to make him look like the villain for 20 some odd years.
I've only been with AJ for 17 years.
I'm talking about Robert. Robert, you've had him since he was born.
Yeah, but AJ's only known him for 17.
Robert had to come in and save the day because you neglected to tell the other half of it.
the thing was like he was offering her candy too, and like I guess
No.
No, he offered you candy.
Yeah.
And she gave him all his Kit Kats.
He gave me all of the Kit Kats. Yeah.
okay, I knew he gave you
But
something.
She went for 20 some for what 15 some odd years saying that he just gave you candy like she didn't get anything yet. He gave her all her Kit Kats. Robert had to lay that out. He was like, wait a minute, hold on. I gave you all my Kit Kats. He's like, we never heard that part because she never mentioned it.
No.
Someone offers me candy, I'm getting in the van.
See?
Hold on, you went for 15 years blaming Robert that he didn't give, like you ain't get nothing out of the deal. Yeah, he gave you his whole Kit Kat stash.
Yep.
And you didn't mention that part of it.
Nope.
He gave her a break. Have a Kit Kat.
All of them.
Yep.
Collect all the flavors.
And then to top it all off, you still try to make him look like the bad guy because you took all his candy and hid it from him.
Wasn't allowed to eat all of it. It's Mum's duty to hide it.
Especially she got to check it and make sure nobody didn't done nothing to it.
Exactly.
But you would keep it after checking it.
No, I did actually. He used to get a baggie with about like 10 pieces in each day.
That's funny.
And that's it. All the rest of them were yours, even though he was the one out there going trick or treat.
My youngest called Kit Kats ketchup bars. Well, I guess the bag is red, so kind of got that feeling to it. And look at the some of the ketchup packets back then too. Some of them now look very close. You look like a Kit Kat or something. But like I said, you can collect all flavors. Especially what was that? I'm surprised they didn't release that lemon one that they normally would do on Easter. So I was surprised at that one.
I'm actually surprised.
Pink lemonade, that's what it was.
I thought they usually did the strawberry ones for Easter.
No, they do the lemon last the last.
Yeah,
3
lemon.
years.
Yeah, lemon. Yeah, that's what it was,
Like
lemon.
Strawberry like a permanent flavor now.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about the strawberry one. Yeah, that was like a temporary thing, like for the summer.
They'll come back for the summer.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were good too.
It's like they do with Little Caesars pretzel crust. It seems like it only comes out during the summer.
Yep.
And then it disappears again, never to be seen again.
Or like Domino's stuffed crust.
No, they just did that.
I know, but
Okay.
it just
So-
sucks that the size, is only like only medium you can get it.
All right. So why did you decide that one day to come over to just hang out with Robert and play video games?
Because Robert didn't have the siblings at the time.
Hey Leah, thanks for the happy birthday wishes. So you said why did that day that I came to see Robert and not you?
Yeah.
Well-
Just had me a bag of pizzas and here, cook these.
Well, I came to see you both, but I had to show respect for him. So I gotta make sure he's important too. It's like
And you forgot, AJ's a big kid.
Yeah.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Thanks, Aaliyah. But yeah, it's just most likely, no, like we're gonna be we weren't like in a relationship at the time, but we were, just getting to know each other. Yeah, casual. So it was just like we were just getting to know each other, and I got to get to know him too. So it was pretty fun. And I don't know why I still kind of miss that.
What, hanging out and playing video games with him?
I guess at that age, yeah.
Because, the one person you can't play video games with, you decide never to do something.
Who?
The last time we played a game together was when we played Cobra Kai.
I thought that was Ninja Turtles.
Hold on.
Yeah, because the game came out last year, and I did play some of that with you.
I remember you playing Tournament Fighters, but I don't remember us doing anything together on there.
You sound like a jealous
Unless we
girlfriend.
did TMNT 4 together. I kind of forgot.
We might have.
That might have been the arcade edition, but the last one I can vividly remember remember that me and you did together with Stover Kai. We never even finished that yet.
Oh, we sure didn't. No, yeah, we played Power Rangers too last year as well. When you got
Yeah,
the
and I would just
upgraded edition.
And I would just like to point out
Yeah,
that
but
I
that
did
was-
rebuy you a couple of your video games when you lost your account that you haven't played.
Yeah, and end up getting that account back. So thank God for
Right,
that.
but it's upsetting because I put money into giving for you to play video games and you wouldn't do it.
You're right. Guess I'm just trying to find the right time. And plus,
It doesn't have to be a right time. You just play it. Just play.
But Power Rangers, I don't really count that because we were just giving each other the joystick back and forth and really not knowing that you can do together.
What was hilarious was you showing him how to play that one game. You got and then just go around shooting people.
No, he just went around beating people up.
Yeah.
I didn't have a pistol on him.
yeah, he didn't. I just ended up just running people over, beating them up.
Sleeping Dog. I just handed him the joystick because I was done. And I thought he was going to turn it off and start watching like stuff on, like his butt stuff on the YouTube. No, he just went around beating people up until he finally got arrested.
You're having a good old laugh at that.
Yeah. Hey, it reminded me of Grand Theft Auto 3.
Because I went in there, I was like, yeah, you kids I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He was just randomly beating people up and running from the cops until he got arrested. I was like, dude. And then the next day, I'm glad you did not have a pistol on you. Because if I'd have shown you how to shoot people on there, it'd have been a massacre.
Vice City was the best GTA. Yeah, yes and no. I think the San Andreas was the one for me.
I don't know. The last Grand Theft Auto I played, I think was 5 actually.
Yeah.
Vice City probably was one of my favorite ones.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and plus they have what was it on DS? They got like Vice City Stories and stuff like that. Those are interesting, but Vice City is a good game. I ain't gonna lie about that.
The last one I owned was 3, I think. Because I had Vice City while I was in high school, but the last one I personally owned was 3.
But yeah, 3 was cool. I mean,
I'm
Vice
not
City
a
as
big
well.
Grand Theft Auto fan to begin with, but hey, that's just me. That's just my opinion on GTA.
I think like after San Andreas, I don't know, it just started getting the same things and it started getting, harder and harder. So, and
That's
plus,
when I start hating games when you take a good game and just make it. Batman's a prime example. Arkham Asylum is where it all kicked off at, and they were. This is just how I see it. With Asylum, it was the kicking off point to see if fans would enjoy it. They did. They came up with Arkham City. What they did with Arkham City was they took what was good from Arkham Asylum and they made it better. They advanced it. Once they made Origin, I was like, yep, I own Origin. So I was like, yep, they took what was good and they made it hard.
What was that?
No reason whatsoever.
That was that jelly dinner that I got you from Five Below, remember? And that's why you got you a hot meal.
Then, of course, you got Arkham Knight.
Yeah, Arkham Knight,
They
yeah.
did the same exact thing. They took what was good and they made it hard for no reason whatsoever. It's too much stuff going on Arkham Knight. It's the same thing with Origin. It's too much. Like if you go on Origin, the third person you battle, depending on how you're doing it, the third person you battle is Bane. You know how hard it is to beat that man.
From what you told me, yeah.
This is how it is with Bane. On Arkham City, you don't even have to battle Bane.
Oh yeah, Vice City, I had to use the cheat codes. I had to.
On Arkham City, Bane is a side mission. You don't even have to fight him. All you're doing is helping them find these the venom that Bane pumps into his body.
Yeah.
Is actually called Titan. That's what it's called. Bane is inside of a toy, like a rundown toy store. And you don't have to do this mission, but it's nice to do it because it's a side mission. It's easy.
Something to do, yeah.
All you're pretty much doing, Bane will ask you if you can help him find the Titan containers. There's 12 in all. Bane will find 6. You will find 6. Once you find the 6, like you'll find them. They're in the city. And the thing is, with Batman's tracker, if you use detective mode and you're near it on the screen, it'll pulse like a. It'll pulse.
Oh, it'll flash.
It'll pulsate red. So you like, say for instance, like I'm standing here and I have like detective mode on. If detective mode is like X-ray vision, if the Titan container is on the other end of the hall and I can't see it from here without stepping into the hallway, I'll be able to see it because it'll be pulsating red. So pretty much what you do is you go to the Titan container, once you find it, you use Batman's explosion gel, you spray it onto it, blow the Titan container up. Once you do your 6, go back to Bane. He's in the same place. You don't have to go looking for him. He'll be in the same spot. Go back to him. You'll talk to him for a little while. All these cops are running. The Arkham City cops are running. Beat the cops up. You'll start talking a little bit more, and then Bane will be like, Batman pretty much like, I destroyed mine. What about you? Bane is like, Titan was too strong to be used against me. He'll hit a button on the wall that slides this door open. I needed it all for myself. So he'll have all 6 containers that he was supposed to have destroyed. And then he'll like, I need it all for myself. Now, do me a favor and die. He'll automatic cutscene. You're not doing anything. He'll run at you. Batman will duck out of the way, throw his batarang at this button on the wall that closes Bane inside this cage. And then with you, it's like, I knew I couldn't trust you, Bane. So I used you instead. It's like, what? Simple. You found the Titan containers. Now I can destroy them. Go inside the room. There'll be 3 on each side. Spray the explosive gel on the one in the middle in front of you. Spray it on the one in the middle. Walk out of the room. Explode at the same time. All 6 containers will blow up at the same time. That's the whole storyline with Bane. That's it. Arkham Origin, on the other hand, the whole different story. You're in a cell block. So the only thing you can do, you're pretty much like, it's like you're running around this room. If the beds or anything were in there, that's what you're doing. It's a giant cell block. Bane is chasing you throughout the cell block. So you gotta find 5 to 6 different ways to hurt him without him killing you. So like, he'll be chasing you. Below you are grates on the ground. You can duck under the ground, inside the grates, where he can't see you at, take him out behind. Then it's the other way. It's like 4 other ways of doing that, but that's way too much work for just one person. Like, why did they put all that work into just that one option? It's like, okay, yeah, pretty much done with that because it's damn near impossible to do it. That's where they messed up at with Batman. They made the games, but then they made them too hard as they went along.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, it was just that one part. Arkham City, like I had to have the Batmobile like jump over, and I finally like figured that out. Yeah,
And says happy birthday.
Tell her I said thank you.
That was the only thing they did right on night. They finally unveiled you being able to drive the Batmobile. That's what everybody was waiting on. Arkham City, you wouldn't be able to drive the Batmobile if you wanted to. The streets are way too small.
Right.
If you can glide across Arkham City pretty much without ever hitting the ground, that shit tell you something. As long as you don't have to grapple boost, dive bomb, and glide, you can go through Arkham City without ever hitting the ground.
Something like Batman Returns. But any more?
No, you guys started talking about video games, so my train of thought completely went out the window. It's not come back yet. It's doing a lap around downtown Milwaukee, looking at pretty lights.
Oh yeah.
Which is sad.
Bright lights in the big city.
Which is sad that I actually learned how to grapple boost on Arkham Origin, even though the first time the grapple boost is introduced is on Arkham City. I tried doing when I first learned how to grapple. When I first got the grapple boost on Arkham City, I had no idea how to use it whatsoever. And it's on the screen to tell you how to do it. I still couldn't pull it off. Got on Arkham Origin, they give it to you automatically on Origin. That's where I learned how to do it at. I was like, how did I learn how to do it on the game after the game that it's introduced on? Dive bombing, oh Lord. But Raja Ghul's level, oh God, it took me forever. The dive straight down and then glide back up again. It took me forever to learn how to do that. Welcome, detective. I am the great Raja Ghul. Before you ride your first demon trial, simply drink from the chalice. It is that simple. Raja Ghul will be in ghost form. Follow me through this world and the task is complete. Touch anywhere along the way and you will die. You're not lying either. You hit anything along the way trying to get the going through the demon.
Oh, just
trial,
like that guy just had to deal with the snow.
If you try to get from one point of the demon trial,
They'll teach you, would it?
if you try to get from one point of the demon trial to the other point of the demon trial, you hit anything, instant kill.
That just reminded me like an adventure of Spider-Man on Endgame. Like, put it on instant kill.
Like here's one platform and then Raja Ghul, after you get talked to you, it will make like a pathway, and then you pretty much you don't have to follow it exact, but as long as you get to the next platform without hitting anything along the way. So you're pretty much diving down, then shooting back up again, and then kind of like angling yourself so you don't hit anything, dive it again, then shooting back up again. It took me a long time to do that. Once I learned how to actually do it, it's like when I play Batman Arkham City now, it's like second nature because I'm so used to it. I'm so used to dive bombing and using the grapple boost now. It's like second nature because I'm so used to it. When I first tried, like I said, when I first tried to use the grapple boost, I had no idea what I was doing. When I first dive bombed, I had no idea what I was doing. But once I started learning it, I was like, yeah, it's easy now.
You know what you use after that? Duct tape? Are you serious? Really? Duct tape?
Stoop that low.
I wouldn't be surprised if Batman doesn't use duct tape.
You know, probably use duct tape the tape of Bane so he won't get nowhere.
As much as you get shot up on that game and beat up, like, yeah, you might need some duct tape to tape up your armor every once in a while.
My shell's crap. I'll tape it up. That's yeah, that was another good one. So I guess the wifey has run out of questions and
No, she ran out of questions, forgot.
You two were talking about video games, so
He started there type of show. He didn't actually. But anywho, go on with the chlorophyll.
but anyways, yeah, the last game I brought was 2K24 WWE, and I still haven't played that to this day. So
I haven't even played 2022. I haven't even played 23 when you got it.
I ain't got 23, I got 22.
Because I know you start. The only thing I remember even seeing on that game is when you were doing the not season mode. You were doing like GM.
Yeah, GMO. Yeah, GMO.
That's the only time I seen that. I never even played it.
That was my favorite part of the game is playing GM mode of WWE 2K. I don't even know if the one last year that got that on there. And then you got this one that came out on 25, which I'm probably going to end up getting. Probably going to wait. And the sad thing of all is I never got NBA 2K25. So normally I'll get all the NBA 2K like basketball games and stuff like that, and not this year. I'm sorry because some of these games are like high price and it's like ridiculous. And normally you'd be able to go to Walmart to get a cheaper price, and it's like they all the same now. So it's like ain't no point at the time. You probably have to wait till it's like actually go on sale in the summer.
Welcome to the summer. We got fun games.
But I know they had like deals and stuff. You can pre-order whatever. But that's kind of best stuff, out of nowhere, they announced, Nintendo Switch 2, like it comes out in June, but you can pre-order it.
Most people, well, I'm not gonna say most people, a lot of people, they got the original Switch.
Like we don't. I say we still stick with Wii U.
Got nothing against it though. I'm just saying we don't have a Switch.
Right. It is like just looking at the point, ain't it? Is it like a good point to like to get the Switch 2 than not the first one? But yeah, there are still some games that I do want to play on the Switch. But anywho, okay, I got something for you.
What?
What was your best moment with me?
I had a joke for that one, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
I'm sure you did. Dirty bastard.
No, it wasn't a dirty joke, but it's just like I'm not gonna say it.
One of them was attending Robert's swearing-in ceremony with the army,
Oh, with the army, yeah.
because that was just like phenomenal.
I still got the video of that too. Oh, look, that was too much red. Ooh, but that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Go to WWE events with you.
Yeah,
Those were fun. Like, and the whole thing, like the hotels and
yeah.
all that. Like, they were always fun. And going to Bucks games.
You know what? That would be an interesting team too. Now you look at it.
What that?
Yup. They can finally do something with Karrion Kross. Like I love his gimmick, like being like the instigator and stuff, but they just need to do more with him. I love that song. Well, I guess that's all the time we have since there's no more questions and things like that. And I might as well just celebrate the rest of my birthday for the next over an hour. I might as well just celebrate, just doing it up and stuff like that. But there will be videos up tomorrow. She gonna like have the full questions on me. So Wrestling Talk Family Edition will be up, and also like I said, talk about last night's Bucks game, and maybe some other stuff will probably be added. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for subscribing. We try and get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So far, so good. So hopefully we can get there. Put some people more my way for subscribing. That would be my birthday gift from y'all. Just get more people to subscribe, and also check out the content. We have wrestling, Milwaukee Bucks content, comic book content, and also developments that's going on in Milwaukee, although it hasn't been that much as of late. Let's see. Also check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com with upcoming events, wrestling events and Bucks events we've been to, photos and all that good stuff. Thanks for Mike and Robin for sponsoring, and also the new sponsor, Midwest Collectibles, Midwest Wrestling Collectibles, I should say. So you can look for them on Facebook. Get a chance, check them out. Wherever your wrestling collection needs, you probably would find it there. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Until the next video, you guys have a good one, and see you later.